So you have completed your creation. I like to move it so that there's even space. I call these the tails. Okay, so we have our tails. And it's going to be a regular knot, like when we tie a shoe. So once, through the hoop, okay, and then we're gonna tighten, okay? We are not done yet, because if we just left it like this, it would break open. We're gonna do something called a surgeon's knot. So it's gonna be the same thing, but instead of going once through the hole, we're gonna go twice through the hole. So create your, like, crisscross here, go once through it, and now bring it around twice through that hole. So now we have something that looks like this. And then we're gonna pull that snug, nice and snug. Gently pull from both sides. And then I hold the end beads to test out my knot to make sure it holds. And then I did it correctly. Okay, so it should not bust open at all. Okay. Once I have done that, I make sure it fits well to reassure that I don't want to string it again. What I like to do is I like to put large beads on the end, meaning these gold beads that are in your kit should fit your knot inside. So that just makes it look polished, and if that's not important to you, your knot can show. That's okay. So I typically put these at the end, 1 or 2, so that I can slip once I cut this tail off, these tails, I can slip it through the inside of that gold bead, okay? So what I like to do is I like to put my nail right there so I know I'm not cutting my knot. You can use a pair of scissors. You don't have to have a fancy tool. Smaller scissors, easier because you can control it better. Now I'm gonna go close to my knot, but not too close as to cut it. You can always cut more off, but you can never cut less. And I included extra string in case you do accidentally cut your knot, because this is a DIY process, so it may take some time to get the hang of it. I'm still learning the process. Now I see that there's more tail than I would like on here, so I go back in and I snip a little closer to the knot, but very careful as to not cut the knot. And then I test it again to make sure it's not going to break open. Then what I do is I take one of my gold beads and I'm going to gently tug, maneuver to get this tail inside. Move it around a little bit and it goes inside. And you might have to do this a couple times to get it inside.